Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Wednesday, as you can see. We just now making it back over to the storage unit. Okay. Earlier this morning, I did receive something, so in today's segment, we're gonna be able to get a good opportunity to take a look at that. Just as well as I'm gonna go back a little bit from yesterday's video, and today's segment is gonna be a follow-up from yesterday's video. If you keep up with the content and you keep up with the videos, there's information that is being brought, to the viewer's attention in each particular video. All right. There are some things that I'm going to touch in this particular video that I didn't necessarily touch in the last video, okay? Just as well as some slight demonstrations and some comparisons, okay? Also, I'm going to answer and go into a little bit detail from not yesterday's video, but the video probably before that, where a particular question was asked, okay, by a particular subscriber, my man Tony out there. All right, so I'm going to get some items out and get my box cutters out. First, we're going to take a look at what just basically came in this morning, and then we're going to dive right into things. So I ain't going to keep you holding up too much more longer in the introductory or anything like that, okay? But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay? So pretty much I'm about to get these contents out, get them to the top of the tool cart so that we can dive right into things. So walk with me. Let's get it. Okay, now as you can see, little mail call basically came in. Like I did state in yesterday's video, I have quite a few things that are coming. Some items are coming a little bit more faster than others. They are popping up periodically. So I advise, if you like videos like this, you got to stay up with the videos and keep watching the content and things like that of that nature. All right. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to get the contents from out this package so that we can basically take a look at what just came in. Let's get to it. Okay, as you can see now I got the item from out the package, and once again, this is another addition, okay, to the ratchet drawer. This is the little brother to the 3/8 that was just basically picked up from that Mac Access that I picked up the other day on the 3/8 version. The part number is XR1390AFPA, okay? Right here, what you're taking a look at is the 1/4" version, okay? This is the non-locking version, Mac Access 1/4" drive. The part number for this particular item is MR99OFPA, okay? Like I said, I do have quite a few things coming along. I did state in yesterday's video, okay, when it comes to these Mac Access ratchets, okay, technically between the non-locking and the locking, okay, I don't necessarily need the locking in a 1/4" or a 3/8 drive. But to be honest with you, I did pull the trigger on a 1/2" drive locking version, okay? Still waiting for it to arrive and things like that, okay? The reason why I moved in the direction of the 1/2" drive and locking technically compared to a non-locking feature is because preferably 1/2" drive is not technically used all the time. It's used for very specific applications. So the locking mechanism on the Mac 1/2" drive actually, can become handy, even though technically I do actually have two other extended length 1/2" drive snap-ons, which is a locking version, okay, and the other version is a non-locking version, just as well as I have a third 1/2" drive, but the length is not the same as the 25 to 24" drives. The other 1/2" drive snap-on that I basically have is an 18" locking flex head, okay? So as you can see, okay, Once again, the part number for this particular item right here is MR99OFPA. All right. So like I was stating, if you follow the videos, you would know that I received some items yesterday. If you didn't see that particular video, sometime later on I will enlist that particular video if you just happen to miss it, and I will put it in the links of the descriptions. Okay, right now I'm going to move along because there's some information and some things that I'm about to show. All right, just as well as there's going to be some questions that was asked that I'm about to demonstrate a few things just in order to shed some light on the question that was technically asked. All right, so let's dive into it. Walk with me. Let's get it. And just to give a quick brief shot of the 3/8 non-locking real quick, once again, the part number for the 3/8 is XR139OAFPA. Okay, in this particular shot, as you can see, I have a couple of ratchets, okay, that are basically sitting at the top of the tool cart, which two of them are the Mac Access, and the other two are technically my bend handles, which are snap-on. Okay, in a particular question, I was asked, how do I like, the comfort grip on the Mac technically compared to the snap-ons. Okay, um some people in their personal preference, depending upon how big your hands are. Me personally speaking, I have smaller hands than some usual individuals and things of that nature. Okay, but I do like the Mac Access handles. One thing that I did notice when I first got the 3/8, that when I got it from out the plastic, I just happened to notice that it has a good grip to it. But technically, if there was some type of fluids or something like that on the handles, that it possibly could become slightly a little bit more slippery, testically, compared to some of the snap-ons. Another thing that I was talking about and demonstrating when I did pull out the ratchets and I sat them at the top of the tool cart, when you seen all three trays, and I have a long list of line of ratchets. Okay, um, not for nothing, in most videos I demonstrate and I show and I always state that the bent handle is one of my most favorite go-to ratchets. Okay, and I always state to show, there's one that I've been using for quite a long time, just as well as I have a backup to it. Okay, but there's one thing that I never go off to state in any of the videos, is that even though the two bent handles look identical because of the bodies of the particular ratchets, each ratchet is actually totally different than one another. Okay, my main go-to bent handle is the one that you technically see towards the front. Okay, and not for nothing, that bent handle is only a 36 tooth count. Okay, the backup bent handle is an 80 tooth dual design count. Okay, the one that's sitting towards the front, okay, the part number is FHBF936A. The second one is FHBF80A, okay, which is a dual 80 design. So there is a big difference, okay, between 36 tooth count and 80 um, tooth count. This was something that I never actually mentioned in any of the videos that I recorded when it came to me actually showing some of the ratchets or demonstrating them on display. Okay, now technically compared to the 90 tooth design, all right, I was asked in a particular video, which sounds smoother. Does the Mac sound smoother than the Snap-on? Okay, not for nothing, when I first got the ratchet and I shot that particular video later on that day, I actually did bring the 3/8 home because, I like to get ratchets and certain equipment in hand to get the feel for them. Okay, because technically when I'm not working with my bend handle, I kind of feel tight naked without it, even though I have a large extensive selection of snap-on ratchets. These are my main go-to, and my secondary go-to is my 100 tooth roto head snap-on ratchets in certain particular applications and things of that nature. Okay, but when it comes to the tooth count, and as far as it's being quiet and the engagement of the gears, okay, technically being more smoother than the snap-on, I couldn't really give a good comparison to think that the Mac 90 tooth was less quieter in all actuality than my 36 tooth design snap-on. When it comes to the 36 tooth, okay, testically compared to the 80 tooth, there is an actual difference when you turn the anvil. So I'm gonna try to lay these ratchets around, okay, and try to turn the anvils. I am recording with a tablet, so sometimes it's hard, without not actually having somebody to record the footage, or I have a tripod stand, but I am going to try to do my best in this demonstration to show you, okay, just as well as I'm going to get out some other ratchets testically compared to the Mac and its quietness and gear engagement compared to the 100 tooth roto head snap on, just as well as some Milwaukee 90 tooths. So you'll have the 90 tooth on 90 tooth, plus I have different tooth count ratchets. Another thing that I wanted to point out when I went off the state about the handles, also in that particular video, how I was stating that I have different ratchets of all sorts of different lengths, all sorts of different drive size and things like that. Once again, as you notice, okay, yes, there are two bent handles sitting at the top of the tool cart at this very prior moment. Okay, but there is going to be some things that I'm going to show you where that both of the two ratchets are basically different from one another. Okay, the very first thing I'm going to do is show you the head. Okay, and I'm showing you the thickness here. Okay, testically compared to the dual 80s. All right, and if you notice on the dual 80, the head is different testically compared to the 36 tooth. Okay, another difference between this 36 tooth and the 80 dual is that the handle is a whole lot much more thinner than the 80 dual design handle. Okay, the 80 dual design handle is a whole lot much more thicker and a whole lot much more beefier than the 36 the 36 tooth design. Okay, if you don't work with professional grade tool truck quality equipment, all right, and just to give you a good idea, a lot of times, when you don't know about the equipment, when you see, a snap-on item, a lot of the snap-on items look identical, so you would just normally think that it's a regular normal ratchet, and it has testically the same tooth count. You can actually see a ratchet that is of the same identical design, but the head or the tooth count may testically be different, or it may be designed in a different way. Okay, the lighting is really not that good. Like, let me see if I can get both of them in hand real quick to take a more clearer shot of this so that you can see the difference. See if I can get both of these in hand. Okay, so you can see that basically the heads are different, even though they are two different bent handles. And when they're laying on a tool cart, they look identically the same, but testically they are not. Okay, so that is one thing, that I want to point out right there. All right, so we're going to move along. Let's get to it. Okay, so the question that I was basically asked is that is the Mac Access quieter than the Snap-on? So what the Mac Access is a 90 tooth design, okay? This bent handle right here is the 80 dual design technology, okay? So I'm gonna go to the anvil here so that you can hear, and you can hear the gears engaging, and you can hear how loud that is. Okay, Now this is the 80 dual design, which has less teeth. Okay, so there is a bigger difference, okay, between the 80 tooth design and that 90 tooth design. Once again, that is the Mac Access back there, and this is the Snap-on 80 dual design bent handle, okay, to give you a sound of the 36 tooth count. All right, now you can hear that, okay. That's a major difference testically compared to this bent handle. Okay, let's move along. Okay, now what you're looking at is the 1/4 inch non-locking Mac Access, okay, side by side with the 1/4 inch non-locking Snap-on. Okay, this 1/4 inch non-locking Snap-on is a THLLF72. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this particular Snap-on turned over on its opposite side, and we're gonna take a good look at the tooth count, okay, testically compared to the 90 tooth count, to see whether the Mac sounds a little bit more smoother than the Snap-on. Let's get it. Okay, so once again, going to the Mac. Okay, and you can hear how the Mac sounds. Okay, now I'm going to the Snap-on 1/4 inch, and you can hear the difference. And these are 80 dual design technology, 80 tooth, 90 tooth, and you can hear the difference. So you be the one to decide, okay, because I'm giving it to you right there. All right, let's move along. Okay, now what you're looking at is the Snap-on roto head. This is the 100 tooth version. The part number for this particular ratchet is FHNF100. Okay, so we're going to get the same test, okay, to see, which sounds a little bit more smoother. So let's get it. Once again, the Mac Access is a 90 tooth design, and the Snap-on is a 100 tooth design. Okay, the 100 tooth is a little bit more high pitched with 10 more teeth than the Mac Access. As you can hear, all right. Okay, now you can see I have my Milwaukee 90 tooth ratchets out now, testically compared to the Mac Access 90 tooth counts. Okay, these Milwaukee ratchets are standard handle, non-locking. Okay, testically compared to the Access, which are non-locking flex heads with comfort grips. Okay, but these Milwaukees is a 90 tooth design count, just as well as the Mac Access. To give you the part numbers real quick, as you can see, this is the 1/4 inch. The part number is 48-229014 on a 1/4 inch. Okay, this is the 3/8 drive here. Okay, part number 48-22-9038. Okay, this is the 3/8 drive, and this is the 1/2 inch drive here, part number 48-22-9012. Okay, as you can see with its laser etching. All right, these Milwaukees are very nice. These are 90 tooth designs also. Okay, when it comes to the 1/2 inch, they're not top heavy at its head. Okay, like some particular ratchets, like you would have the gear wrench peer head 120 XP. All the back end weight is more at its handles. Okay, so these are very nice. I'm gonna get these turned around so that we can basically get the 90 tooth on 90 tooth sound count. Okay, let's get it. Okay, so as you can see, I have the 1/4 inch Milwaukee side by side with the 1/4 inch Mac Access, just as well as I have the Milwaukee 3/8 drive next to the 3/8 drive in the Mac Access. So we're gonna take a listen, okay, to the tooth count on the Milwaukees, okay, and you can hear the difference. The Macs still sound louder, okay. Now this is the 3/8. Let's see if this. Oh. Okay. And as you can hear, the Mac Access still these two technically more sound the same between these two particular ratchets, okay, but not these two from what I'm hearing, okay. Okay, now if you missed yesterday's video, okay, I did demonstrate and show how I received these snap-on low clearance socket adapters, okay, which is 1/4 inch drive to 3/8 drive, 3/8 drive to 1/2 inch drive, and 1/2 inch drive to 3 1/4. Okay, these are snap-on, okay, as you can see here, all right. And these are made in the USA. Okay, the part number is coming in a little bit more clearer today. Okay, which is what is this? 2028. Okay. Um, these are not reducers. Okay. To give you a good perfect example, and height comparison. All right. What you see here is a Mac Expert. Okay. See if this focus in nice and clear for you to see. Expert. Okay, this is a product produced and sold and distributed by mactools. Okay, and this is a 3/8 drive reducer. Okay, so you can see the height and differential between a reducer and a low clearance socket adapter. Okay, which I'm actually comparing it to a 1/2 inch to 3 1/4 adapter, which is the most biggest adapter. All right, but if I get what the actual drive size is, okay, which is a 1/4 inch, okay, to 1/2 inch drive, okay, you see basically the indifferential. All right. So just to take notice, because you know there's some individuals out there who do not use tools all the time, so they may not technically know, you know, what some of the items are. All right, when you make the statement to say, you know, adapter, you know, they just normally think, you know, it's an accessory, just a different type item. Okay, so just understand that this is a reducer. Okay, There's a difference. As you can see, on this reducer, this has a ball detent, okay, where this basically would lock into your sockets. If you notice here, 360 degrees, all right, there is no ball detent, but these adapters are magnetic, okay. I also demonstrated that in the last particular video, right? Okay, just as a quick simple demonstration to show you once again, okay, how it's magnetic, okay, and it's on metal surface now, it's not on the cloth, and you see how I can just basically pull the socket away from the adapter, okay. So this is pretty much more, to show some of the individuals out there who aren't really so mechanically inclined, or technically, if if you don't use tools like that and you're looking in on these videos and you're curious about some of the equipment and different attachments and things of that nature, because there are different type of attachments. As you can basically see here, this is a 3-piece combination universal joint set, okay. I keep this set as my mother load of my equipment inside my tool chest. I use these in Tekton, also in Expert Mac. I also have a couple of Craftsmans, okay. But just to give you a good idea, to show you, you know, what they technically look like, which you have your 1/4 inch, your 3/8 drive, and your 1/2 inch drive, okay. So when you see something like this actually serves a different purpose, okay. This can help you get at weird angles and restricted spaces and areas and things like that when using extensions. So there is a big difference amongst the three that you're basically seeing. That is a particular type set, then that is a reducer. These are universal joints. Let's move along. Okay, another thing to take notice, what you can see back here, this is also a adapter set, okay, but this is not a low clearance adapter set technically like these, all right. To give you idea, as you can see, this is a 6-piece adapter set and the part number is 1206GS, okay. And this is ranging from 1/4 inch to 3/8 drive, 1/2 inch drive, and 3 1/4 here, as you can see, okay. So don't get confused, if you don't know about tool truck quality brand equipment, or not just so to say tool truck quality brand equipment. It could be just about any brand that distributes these adapters. You technically want to know what is what for your applications. You want to walk backwards and wind up purchasing something that you may not technically need in order to get your job done or get you through your application. You want to get technically the right equipment, depending upon what type of work that you do in your field and what type of applications you turn to work on. All right, so just get an understanding of these things right here, because they are all different, okay. Okay, so that's pretty much on this particular video right here. Gonna wrap it up. The video did drag along a little bit much more longer than I expected it to, okay, but there was some information that I was just trying to get out there to the viewers, all right. So like I always state, as usual, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. And like I state, I got quite a few things coming along, so stay tuned to the videos, all right. Keep up with the content, don't get left behind, all right. Everybody enjoy the rest of the evening out there. Keep it a safe and a blessed one as always. To that next tool review, that next tool haul, that next tool modification video, we're going to check you later. Peace.